Yeah, baby! Come on!
Look at that, bringing it back.
I didn't do the whole thing. I stopped short.
We have to be more conscious of time. So
Right,
you
right.
can't if you extend the yeah baby for an excessive amount of time.
We got to do a new one. We got DraftKings.
Okay, all right. It's on brand all the time.
Bro, you know how we do. We chill, baby.
Welcome to the very special episode of the Cooligans. If you're watching this, you might see some candles, some nice refreshing candles.
Just sitting on top of these cold, crisp Coors Lights.
Okay, because it's officially the Cooligans birthday, the dual birthday.
This is what Cooligans Fest now looks like with you having had a baby.
Yes.
Now, Cooligans Fest is candles on a beer.
Okay, and I got vomit on my shirt.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
That's right. And I'm really sorry about that.
Okay. It happens, yo. It gets a little crazy.
Dude, I ordered the fish tacos. Don't do that. Don't do that.
But as always,
It's the Cooligans, buddy.
welcome to the Cooligans birthday spectacular, because yesterday was my birthday.
Yeah.
Today is Alexis's birthday.
Today is my 23rd birthday.
Okay.
Isn't that amazing?
It's so wild.
We started the show when I was 15.
I was like, wow, I cannot believe I started working with a 15-year-old.
Who looked so old.
I was gonna say, bro, only 1 year younger than me. That's crazy.
I know, it was bananas, dude.
Okay.
Shut up, old man, boomer.
Look at producer Miguelito trying to look cool like us.
You ain't part of the Z gang, as we all call ourselves in Gen Z, dude.
That's right. Z gang gang gang.
Yeah, viejito over there.
But we're excited to be back together because
Yes.
we haven't. I was on paternity leave.
Right.
Mateo decided to arrive.
Bro,
when,
wild disrespectful of him.
But weirdly enough, he arrived literally just a couple hours past his due date.
Why don't we do something so that we don't have this fire? Why don't we blow out? We just had fire raging in the studio, and you just started talking about something else. I'm like, no, we gotta blow
I
this thing
forgot
out.
about the lit candles.
One of them is teetering too. Thank God this table's made out of glass, bro.
Okay.
Well,
so
we each got to make a wish.
we each got to make a wish, but we can't say it.
And we have to hold pinkies, cross pinkies, no, with the other hand, so it doesn't get in the way of you blowing it out. All right?
This is it's some weird.
He hates affection. Can you see it on his
That's
face?
not true.
Miguel, look at it. Look at him. Look how nervous he is.
It's not true. It's just, it feels like a very strange Cooligans
Nah.
death ritual that we just began.
Yo, the spirit, Diego Costa's gonna appear behind us.
Pay no attention to the pentagram behind us.
Yeah. There's a horned animal skull on my tattooed on my chest.
Okay. Sam Smith is going to walk through that door.
His stylist walks in behind him.
All the conservative.
Why are we still holding our space?
Well, you said you had no problem with
Let's
it.
blow the candles out.
I'll do this for the whole damn show. But then,
All right, we make a wish.
all right. 3, 2, 1. Oh,
All right,
beautiful.
check if the
Adorable.
results of City Arsenal changed.
Okay.
That was my wish.
He
Oh
wants-
no, it's still.
Yeah. He wished the city to get fined for,
where's
for financial
Where's
fair play.
that? Where's that damn trial? Where are we with this
I'm
damn
the
trial?
judge. He has a powder wig on.
Yeah. Hear ye, hear ye.
In the case of City v. Gunners.
Yeah. Who's that judge and why is he holding pinkies with that Dominican man?
That's a strange bailiff you got there. All right. Welcome to the Cooligans, everybody. We are back together.
Finally,
after
bro.
about five weeks.
We got all these dusty co-hosts out of here. Sprayed the room down.
Okay.
And we back.
That's right. Yeah, we're gonna take our time to just do a little performance review of David Goss and Christine Cupo.
yeah. We got the telestrator out.
So, Alexis, you were in Manchester. That's why you
was.
weren't here last week. You were watching Manchester City.
Surprise trip.
Yes, there was.
Surprise, you gonna hate it.
Pretty cool. CBS, they were like, let's give this a Make-A-Wish kid and just disappoint. Give him a bad gift.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
even I knew. I mean, there's a little bit of a. I mean, it's a nice gesture.
More of a make a nightmare. Let's make a wish.
It's a nice gesture. Thank you, CBS, for doing
Yeah.
that. But there's a little bit of like, yo, this is the one y'all picked?
No, when they did it, I was shocked, as you could see on
Yeah.
camera. But then afterwards, I'm like, oh, well, this is going to be good for TV. It's just to watch me and Charlie Davies near crying, almost getting physically accosted.
That's right. That's right. There were, the City fans can get a little rambunctious when there's
all them jokes about City having old, weak fans. Well, I found the one who wasn't.
This is the thing, and I think this is why, sometimes. There aren't many comedians in the soccer space, in the football space.
Right.
And a lot of times when we started, we were like, why aren't there many comedians? Like, around, there's comedians and there's jokes, there's a lot of banter around all the other sports. Why isn't it? Why not football?
As if there's something about football fans that they can't take jokes.
And and you go to some of these cities out in England or anywhere, Italy, wherever, and you start being a couple yucks about your club, and they're like,
how about stabby stabbies instead of yuck?
They're like, oh no.
I don't think that's really what we had in mind.
We've been obsessed with our club since about 15 popes ago.
Right.
So we don't really joke around like that.
My great granddaddy went to the first match. He was the only fan there. You will not disrespect this team.
So some of the City fans were probably a little annoyed that some Arsenal fans were like in the section, but at the end they got the last laugh.
People asked if they could see the full video. That was all of it. Thank God, that was all of it.
And the guy just like
shared.
he just like grab your shoulders.
He grabbed my shoulder and shook me, which I thought was in the joy of the VAR call. Turns out no. It was in his joy of discovering I was an Arsenal supporter, mixed in with the City fans, which for the most part, no one really had much of a problem with. But this guy in particular was like staring me down for like 20 minutes. I think he realized it, somewhere.
This guy is cute.
Somewhere along the lines of not rooting for anything that was happening good for Manchester City. But we tried our hardest to kind of maintain a neutrality. We were celebrating good.
You were reporters,
for
CBS.
We were trying. I even wore my old timey press jacket.
What you have here?
That's my jacket, bro. I don't give a damn, bro.
Hold on.
Do not put on my coat.
I'm putting on your coat.
You're gonna look like a kid in his dad's coat.
It's gonna look like
because you are so skinny. Don't let it drag.
Everybody was making fun of you.
Bro, that's because they don't know. They don't got my swag, bro. Look at the size of this jacket on you, bro.
Look at me, kid.
Yo, you got it. Looks good on you. I ain't gonna lie.
If Inspector Gadget had some swag.
Yeah.
What is the deal with this Inspector Gadget reference everyone is making? Did you all watch cartoons 55 years ago?
I did.
This is, bro, I should be in a rap video.
Bro, don't be letting it drag, though. It's my look. Y'all can be mad at. You know who hated that jacket the most? The audio guy, because the buttons jingle. And he thought it was his wire for 20 minutes. I didn't realize what was happening. I go, oh, is it the button? He goes, the fucking button, mate. Oh, jeez, I'm changing wires here. It's like flipping out. He changed my mic 3 times. But yeah, so somebody grabbed me and called me scum, regular stuff. Honestly, it's like being in my in-laws, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Except this guy didn't say Puerto Rican. he just said scum.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, that's I guess in England that's a term of endearment.
Yeah. To be honest with you, it seemed a little silly, and I realized it's funny. One of my Nork friends sent me a message being like, "Yo, I know that face." And I saw how quickly you changed. She's like, hey, what? What's going on? He's like, I know how pissed off you were. But, dude, I'm being filmed. I'm technically on a work trip.
Yeah,
you know? I can't come back lumped up. You know what I mean? From the first trip they sent me on, I'm scrapping.
That's the last one you go on, for
That's
sure.
the last one. Insurance reasons only. Nah, you can't be scrapping on the trip. No.
Right.
Nah.
All right.
And also, I was like 4 rows away from
Noel Gallagher.
Yeah. Colo Torre was there. It was a bunch.
Yeah.
That's his brother.
Yeah.
No cake, no cake, Torre. And whatchamacallit, the cast of Ted Lasso were not that far from us.
Oh.
Because they were in a suite, the whole cast. So I'm like, bro, this isn't the place to. And that dude's dad pulled him off. It was like, yo, bro, stop embarrassing the family. We got money. That's why we sitting up here.
You should have hit up Roy Kemp, bro. He would have defended.
I know, right? Yo, you guys know Brett Goldstein's like not that strong of a guy, bro. The real character ain't that buff, bro. So yeah, look, it was a fun trip overall. The two things I will say: one, we need to go with security if you're ever going to sit me in the opposite team section. And two, can restaurants in Manchester please stay open past 7 p.m., bro? Does no one eat late in this city?
Is that
wow?
Oh yeah,
this happened to us when we were in Liverpool.
Yeah. There were a couple places. Yeah, we couldn't really go.
Remember the pizza place we went to with the Diablo whatever in it? It was like all spray paint in there.
Yes.
That place was open. That was the only place to eat. They have a location in Manchester.
Lovely.
And I'm like, I've been there and I will never go back.
Well, you got to see Erling Haaland
Scoring on me with his hair down, bro.
up close.
Let me tell you something. I said something on the show. I said, he's not that. He really didn't get that open, but it looked like he was kind of playing a false nine, trying to facilitate late runs.
Sure.
Kevin De Bruyne did.
He was. They were both spectacular.
Sure. Kevin De Bruyne did an incredible job of being like 4 feet away from holding like being like, what do I do? Do I stay back here or do I go over there?
Yeah.
He was so confused the entire game. Everyone said Odegaard didn't look good. Saka didn't look good. Sure. Akanji put him in his pocket. Kyle Walker put Martinelli in his pocket. More than anything, the midfield couldn't do anything because everyone, if you watch that game, they'll all keep checking back to see what Rob Holding is doing. The team doesn't play the same without Saliba, and that's it. Season over.
I was talking about this with Gas last week. Like, I don't think Saliba being there makes any difference at all.
Y'all smoking something.
Bro.
No. These candles ain't the only thing I got lit.
Holding is here. No, everyone was I thought Partey was bad. I thought
because they're all protecting Holding.
I don't know about that.
I was there, bro. Through the fisticuffs, I could see.
But no, Erling Haaland did score his 33rd goal of the Premier League season. Then he scored his 34th in the next match on the weekend.
Congrats.
He has now tied the Premier League goal scoring record, which is how many games? There's 5 games left, 6 games left. And City, I think, have 6.
He might end with 40 goals.
And so he tied with Alan Shearer. And who was Andy Cole? Yeah, Andy Cole. And so the interesting thing here is that they did it in 42 games when the Premier League season was longer, and Erling Haaland has done it in like 32 games, 33 games.
Yeah.
We've hung out with Alan Shearer.
Yes.
When he scored this goal, he's the first person I thought of. I'm like, oh, this man had this record for such this goal scoring record for such a long time. I wonder how he feels about it, just because he is making almost a mockery. Erling Haaland is making almost a mockery of this goal scoring record, having done it in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, well, when your bench is worth more than Alan Shearer's entire team that he played against, sure.
Because a lot of times this happens in baseball where they're like with Mickey Mantle, remember with the 61, or Roger Maris when he broke the record.
Yeah,
and they were like, oh, but he did it in more games, and they put the asterisk. I wonder if like old time players or whatever, old time Premier League fans have an opinion on on Erling Haaland if he did it.
Well, if I know one thing, is Premier League fans don't have opinions. So don't worry about it. I'm sure they're taking all this in stride and not thinking their grandfather's career or legacy has been besmirched.
Well, I'm glad you made it back.
Made it alive.
Safely. There was another match that we have to discuss because Liverpool did play against Tottenham, and one of the more exciting matches of the season. This
was probably the most exciting match I've seen since the Arsenal versus Reading 7-5.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember that one. When was that?
That was like 8 years ago.
Okay,
it was crazy. Maybe not 8 years because we were already doing the podcast.
Yeah.
So I was what, 16 back then?
Okay,
long time ago.
I think you were in the womb. I think you saw that one.
Just coming home from school saying, "Christian, are we doing the podcast yet?"
So, but a couple memorable moments from this game. Obviously, Liverpool going up 3-0 and Tottenham coming back. The internet around, I think the Premier League, and just probably there's something to. Now, I don't know if you do this, but I clearly associate teams with a particular like content creator, right?
Yeah.
So like when Tottenham's playing, what's up? What's Expressions up to?
Right, pain. What pain is Expressions oozing in?
Because it's just as entertaining as the actual.
Those two dudes,
matches.
I think it's like Tottenham Time. I don't know what the
something like that. I gotta
Tottenham
find their
TV.
actual.
Yeah.
Those guys, they've sort of taken the cake because Expressions, even in the pain, you're like, oh, this is his game.
Right.
He's got the puns. He's got the wordplay for it. You know what I mean? These two guys, it's just raw emotion. They seem like sweet guys. You know, expressions like you feel like he kind of revels in the pain.
Right.
These guys don't want this pain, bro.
Yeah. Well, you use the pain as entertainment.
Right. They remind me of Kevin Show, where you're just like, no.
Right. And
this really hurts.
It's like it's at this point. It's like we have the actual live football, and then we have the reality show connected to
Look, as an Arsenal supporter, I will say half the fun of Tottenham losing is looking up people showing me the pain of a Tottenham loss.
Right. And I think this is a healthy way to grow the game.
Yeah.
And
healthy for us, not so much for them.
I was gonna say, bro, Arsenal deserves a lot of credit. Wasn't Arsenal Fan TV one of the first guys that were really doing this?
They
going to
broke
games?
open the gates to the fan cam, but now it's like individual streamers.
Yeah.
Seem like the ones we go to for pain.
Yeah. By the way, we got to give these guys the credit. We are Tottenham TV.
We are Tottenham TV.
Right.
They seem like two great guys.
Two great guys who literally picked one of the worst teams you could pick.
Oh, God.
And it's coming from an Everton fan.
Yeah.
Even I feel bad. If I feel bad for you, that's saying a lot.
Right, because you have no hope. At least they thought they had hope. And the toughest part of this was, if you've watched any of their clips throughout the season, they've kind of given up.
Yeah.
They've done the Conte thing, kind of destroyed them. Ryan Mason coming back, Stellini having a terrible run. This kind of broke them. And there was this glimmer of hope.
Yes.
Richarlison's only goal. And they're doing the damn pitch.
Boom, let's go. They're Pombo. Let's go.
They're doing
I've seen it.
all of it, bro. They are reveling in a draw, a comeback draw.
And they came back against Manchester United just the match prior.
Yeah.
So I think there was like things to turn around.
This is Ryan Mason, son.
Yeah, put the contract on the table right now. Have him sign it.
Bro, let him add zeros to it. And then we saw the game, Richarlison and Son.
Yeah,
right? They're
dude.
doing. Son stops him and says, like, yo, hit it. And they're like,
Look,
and they were like, wait, Diego Jota's doing what? They're like, what? Already?
Who's running the other direction?
Yeah. Well, I'm right here.
Look, for Richarlison, that was a big moment because he had
his first goal.
He signed with Tottenham 12 years ago.
Bro.
First goal.
When I was 9 years old.
I can't believe they kept him that long. But he scores his first goal, and his first goal is against Liverpool. So he was
ex-Evertonian.
He was basically an Everton player at that moment.
Bro, he takes his shirt off, tattoos, jumps on the signage in front of the Tottenham away fans,
screaming at them,
and says, "I did this for you. You'll never be hurt again." Wait, what? Diego Jota's doing what?
and look, but the decision from Lucas Moura to control that ball in that way. He was trying to go back to Christian Romero, going back to either the keeper or the center back, but the dude just has to take a touch. There's no one really around him, but he passed a pinpoint perfect pass to Diogo Jota, and then also a great finish where you can tell the center back, I think it was Romero, and the keeper Foster, right?
Forster.
Fraser Foster
or whatever. Nice little tongue twister. But
you said pinpoint pass real easy, but Fraser Foster gets you.
I just forgot his name. But you could tell both of them were like, why does Jota have the ball right now?
Right. How did he get it? Did someone blow a whistle?
We just scored a great goal back on the other end. Why does he have that ball right now? It's just like the roller coaster for it to go to that high of a high for Tottenham.
Have you ever seen vibes get handed off so quickly?
It doesn't happen that often.
The vibes got deflected, bro. I've never seen that happen. They were partying very quickly. Everyone's like,
well, yeah. Well, there was when Everton played Newcastle and got absolutely destroyed, like 4-1. There was like a very quick handoff of vibes, right? Because there was
I can't believe you're comparing these two.
I'm just saying, but look, there was a corner kick, and it was like I think it was an Olympico.
Dwight McNeil
scored an Olympico, and to make the game 3-1, and then Alexander Isak makes that run and humiliates every Everton defender.
Right. He cuts through like hot butter.
And that was seconds after an Olympico to
Yeah.
like, oh well, maybe we still got some hope, and it's like, nah, bro.
Nah.
It's like, yo, we'll be, you know, we'll watch the Sky Bet Championship and see y'all there.
No, we don't want to make you unpack your bags. Chick. Takes out the last kid's balloon.
More like a Bolympico. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, right? You going to the Blampianship, bro.
Enjoy yourself. So yeah, look, it was a smack back to reality.
If
for
you're
Tottenham, for sure.
Liverpool, also this is great, right? Because they've had not the greatest season, but to get this comeback win, have Anfield go nuts. It's tough for me to imagine them losing at Anfield because it's such a fortress for them. And if you're Klopp, you can understand why you pull a hammy celebrating. But it wasn't just celebrating. He heard himself yelling at the fourth official.
That's right. He was celebrating and yelling, which is you don't really see the
Is
combo.
he Latino?
Are you my mom?
Yeah.
What is going
My mother
on?
could be dancing at a party like, te voy a matar cuando esta canción termina. I'm going to kill you.
He
You know?
was so upset, and I didn't really understand why he was screaming at the fourth official. So,
Bro, he said some wild shit after the game. That hammy broke open angry Klopp, bro.
because he really did. He wasn't even sure after, because he's like, I think I hurt my hamstring or adductor, and he didn't even know what
You
he
don't
hurt.
know what it is, bro.
I hurt my balls. I hurt my booty. I don't know.
Everything from balls to heel is killing me right now, bro.
I'm just glad we won.
I need all types of ice packs.
So that was a pretty hilarious moment, on top of, like, you know, the devastation for Tottenham fans. But the interview after the game, I'll play a little bit of it, because I want to commend the interviewer here, because he really didn't want he wanted to make sure he got the story and got the quote. Klopp didn't really give it, but he
did enough to get his story.
He did his job.
Yeah.
He did his job.
I'm surprised he didn't sneak into the shot.
But was unnecessary. I got punished for that immediately. I pulled my hamstring or adductor or whatever, so fine, that's fair. But what he said to me then when he gave me the yellow card,
Go on.
no, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. But it's not okay as well.
So what he said to you, you don't want to, hang on. You didn't want to say any more, but it was unacceptable.
Not only because I said already what I wanted to say, so there's no extra question.
Okay, well, I'm just wondering. I didn't bring it up. You did, so I'm wondering.
Yeah, but I stopped then there. I don't know, you can ask any more questions. We're not
Fine.
say it. That's it.
Okay, you've said enough. All right, thank you.
Okay. We have.
Bro, does anyone else find Jurgen Klopp insufferable? He didn't used to be like this, bro.
No,
It's so
this
bad
is so
now.
much more enjoyable than previous.
Oh my god.
Yeah, do you think he's insufferable now?
Yes.
I don't find that
I
insufferable.
find-
Insufferable. The man pulled a hamstring yelling at an official.
All he does is complain about referees.
You're not producing CBS Sunday mornings, bro. Ain't no jazz
We're
music
not.
here.
This
This is
isn't CBS
Cooligans. we want pain, bro.
I don't. So look, even that, like, let's try to unpack that. Is he insufferable? Like, to me, there's more annoying managers. You know.
You know what's insufferable? Pep going like, no, I really love the next opponent we have. I think they're an incredible team, and of course we're going to lose them, when he knows good and well they're not. He does. He didn't just do that to Arsenal, if that's what you're wondering. He did that to He does that to everyone.
he
That's
does,
a
he
little
does.
insufferable.
Okay.
Because it's almost like a diss while complimenting.
Yeah.
I
don't-
just can't remember the last time I heard a quote from Klopp where he wasn't talking about referees. When was the last time he was
But bro,
talking
he
about
got
the
like
game?
extra sturdy. He said the officials said something disrespectful to him. He said Tierney has an agenda against his club. He got fined, and the PGMOL, who I just found out who they are, they might ban him because they said that all the officials have microphones on them, so they're wearing a wire. And he said that they listened back and they didn't hear anything that was, unacceptable.
Exactly. That's
to
my
him
point.
or from him?
From the official to Klopp. What Klopp is saying there is that the fourth official said something disrespectful to him.
Right.
Or the official when they gave him the yellow card.
Right.
And they're saying there was nothing. But also, I think we need officials for the officials. Because, like, how are you the final word on whether you did something wrong or not? If that's how the legal system worked, then maybe my cousin would still be
See,
home.
to me, Thomas Tuchel is insufferable. He is like a smarmy guy. I just don't like his personality and anything really about him. So that was my first thought. But this is an interesting thing because he points out, and I wonder if Klopp is going to get fined for this because he did call out the referee. We didn't play it in that initial clip, but he did call out the referee, Paul Tierney, right?
Tierney, yeah.
And but for him to, he essentially is like, yo, this guy, he got something. It's like when you your parent teacher conference or whatever, or you have to tell your parents.
Yeah,
why you're not doing well in class?
Teacher says
it's like
a lie, bro.
This teacher just hates me. I don't know, Mom. I don't know what to do.
Bro, I do my homework on time, and then he says I don't do it at all. You know what I mean?
So who you gonna believe? Me?
Clearly.
Your son?
Your blood? I came out of you, Ma. That guy?
Oh, so,
no.
So it's given that they won, it's odd that he even had to make this statement because I don't know what he was specifically calling out.
I'm inclined to believe him because it's Klopp. He don't seem like the kind of guy who's like, they're all against us.
I would say in general, I feel like I generally believe the anybody complaining about a referee, I usually believe that person because the referee can never say anything back.
Right.
So I'm just gonna be like, all right, well, we only got one side of the story, and we will only ever have
good enough for me.
So case closed.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
Wow, dude.
So
were you on the Andrew Tate trial?
I just wonder. I wonder why. I wonder what issue, because he basically said that this has been ongoing ever since he's been in the Premier League. That Tierney has something out for him. He kind of implies that.
I love it.
Yeah,
More. Give me more.
But that's the opposite of insufferable. I'd say. Okay, let's move on to Leeds United, who are in a bad spot.
Right.
They lost another game in I forget who they.
Can you pull the timer up so I can see that?
Sure. They lost to, I forget who they lost to. Who did Leeds lose to?
Leeds' last loss was to I can't remember.
Sorry, looking it
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
Yeah, they're a big game, right? They
got bodied by Bournemouth.
4-1. This is an interesting thing because look, Tyler Adams still isn't back, which I think is the main reason why they're struggling to get results.
And they love him. They don't like Brendan Aronson.
They don't like Brendan Aronson. They don't like Weston McKennie.
I feel like it's a 50-50 on Weston McKennie.
There's a weird. There's a growing. Sort of groundswell of fans being negative about Weston McKennie. And the dude came from Juventus where he was doing well. But look, I would put more of the blame on the back line for Leeds. They can't defend, bro.
The whole team needs to be saved.
I hurt to say that because y'all have a Dominican player
who's not playing well at all.
Who's not playing well right now, but it's not the Dominicans' fault. It's everybody else. Let's just make that very clear.
If there's one thing we're going to be very clear on this show is it's never the Dominicans' fault.
Okay, they did nothing wrong, and they never have. But there was an interesting story because there was a...
This is weird. This is a weird one, though, because if you've watched the video, what you were going to reference is there seems to be like a bunch of kids behind a stanchion and parents.
Yes.
Fans in general at maybe a hotel. This looks like a hotel lobby.
Mm-hmm. Either they're leaving the game. I assume they're leaving the game, right?
No, this looks like
a
hotel.
To the game. I don't know.
Looks like they're leaving a hotel because they've got luggage with them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just walking right past these fans as if they're not there.
Right. And so if you're watching, if you're listening to this, well, look, you see Weston McKennie, you see a lot of the other Leeds players. They are walking out of this hotel. There's clearly a lot of, I don't know if they're all fans, but there's clearly, there's a Leeds United fan, a little boy in full kit, waving to the players, asking for just maybe a photo, maybe an autograph, just acknowledgement.
This kid looks like you at the club before you had a girl, bro. Just waving at all these ladies.
Hey, you wanna?
Walking right past you,
it'd be
bro.
cool if you wanted to dance with me, but if not, that's fine too. You know?
I guess not. I think the problem was that you were wearing a full Leeds kit like this kid.
I wanted to stand out. It's called peacocking.
Y'all don't know about that.
I'll teach y'all.
Clip clopping in them cleats at the club, bro.
But really, obviously a bummer for this little boy. But it got to the point the video went so viral. Even this clip that we're watching right now has 6.8 million views but
also the response has been overwhelmingly, why would you do that to this child?
And Leeds had to put out a statement. This is from the Leeds website.
Word for word, it's fuck that kid.
And they put the little Jordan photo. It's great.
I'm like, why would you put this out? You sure? Have the lawyers read this?
No, you know, the actual statement just says, as the first team squad at Leeds United, we wanted to reach out to the fan base regarding yesterday's game as subsequent posts on social media. Firstly, the performance was not good enough. There's no other way to look at it, and the only way to respond is on the pitch. Leeds fans travel up and down the country in huge numbers and deserve more than this. What is just as concerning to us as a group is the video online of us leaving the hotel. Words can't express how sorry we are that the youngster in the video wearing the Leeds kit is not shown more love from the squad. And then it goes on to basically say, like, please, family, let us know who this is. And I'm sure
however, there's no excuse for acknowledging the fans' parents. If the parents of the fan wearing the Leeds kit in the video could make themselves known to us, we would be grateful. It doesn't say, like, why. Like, make yourself known to us.
Take them out.
So we can ignore you too, like your child.
So, look, we've seen these videos before. I don't think we've ever really seen a club and like a team collectively make a statement like that. I would imagine, I'm trying to like justify why the players, look,
the only thing I can think of was the security guard who seems to kind of like be waving them away. There's a security guard who's kind of telling them, like, just go. Yeah. That's the only thing I can think of.
It was a really bad loss. Yeah. And so you can imagine it feels uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're back at the hotel. It's not like at the stadium.
Yeah. So
Charlie made a good point. Charlie Davies on the morning show said maybe they already interacted with these fans when they first got there. Mm-hmm. And then when they're leaving, they didn't feel the need to do it again. And we're only seeing that part of it. That's like a very small possibility. I think the optics of it, just in general, are bad.
Have we confirmed that this isn't just like some little AI kid? That,
kid never existed at all? Is that what you're saying?
It's like Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
Should we trust?
Yeah, them players have been dead all season.
Look, I mean, I feel bad for that. It's not the worst thing. Some players have done worse things. So it's not the most terrible thing in the world. But it's just optically, it just doesn't look as good. You would imagine that at least some player they see a kid in the full Leeds, just give him
just tap him on the head.
Dap him up, okay?
You know?
Who got your nose? Do something.
Yeah, look what's behind your ear. It's not 3 points because we couldn't find those if we tried.
So I feel for Leeds. And so we should get into a conversation about this relegation battle.
What we should do is have a conversation with this kid. Like, why are you still a Leeds fan, bro? They don't love you on the pitch. They don't love you off the pitch, kid.
Hey, they're trying their best. They brought in the finest Dominican talent.
Manchester United right there.
So, look. The relegation battle is looking pretty wild. Nottingham Forest lost a heartbreaker to Brentford. I was watching that game, and I was like, Brentford till I die. I love Brentford since day one. That's been my childhood club. Okay,
a little kickabout with the boys. You always say it.
I was at little kids in the Leeds uniform at Brentford games.
At Brentford games, bro.
Okay,
getting betting tips from Ivan Toney.
How is he still playing?
I don't know what 200 something.
When I saw like John Morant in the play, I'm like, wait, what? He did something really bad.
Anyway.
So Nottingham Forest, I mean, if they would have won that game, it would have put Everton's hopes in a much more difficult position. I want Leeds and Everton to stay up. That is what I'm hoping for. Everton is consistently disappointing. But how do you feel about the relegation battle right now? Because right now,
unfortunately, it's probably going to come down to Leicester or Everton.
Okay.
And what Sean Dyche seems like the great manager for the second division.
It's look for him they brought in Sean Dyche. Obviously they got rid of Frank Lampard. Sean Dyche was the manager of Burnley last season. Got Burnley relegated.
I saw a terrible movie called Bank of Dave. Have you ever heard of this movie?
Never heard of this. No.
It's about a bank in Burnley, and they do a concert at Turf Moor, and Sean Dyche is in one of the scenes.
Oh, we got an actor as a manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's terrible acting, but it went with the rest of the movie.
Gotcha.
You know who else is in it? I can't remember her name, but I'm like, I have seen this actress somewhere before. I can't remember, but I didn't have Wi-Fi on the flight because it's Virgin, and they don't let you do that unless you pay. So I was like, I can't remember this woman's name. So later after I landed, I looked her up, And you know how I know her from? She's one of the women Pete Davidson dated. I didn't see anything else she was in.
Kate Beckinsale?
No. It's her, like something diviner. She's also in what's it called? Bridgerton?
Okay. All right. I don't.
Phoebe, maybe? Let me look up the cast of Bank of
Yeah,
Dave.
I did not. Oh,
By the way, it's a
Phoebe-
terrible movie. It's about a guy, Phoebe
Dinavore.
Okay.
Yeah. Beautiful young lady, great actress, incredible actress. Played the part really well. She played a doctor, and they really needed money, you know?
Okay.
And
What are you watching an
let me tell
OnlyFans
ya,
video?
Dave. Yeah, so she starts showing her feet, and I'm like, this got nothing to do about a bank or Dave, dude. No, it's this guy named Dave starts a bank. Turns out it's like a real story. It's like a real thing. There's a real bank of Dave.
And they were like, we need Sean Dyche in this one. To really,
We can't really sell this story without a raspy voice raving manager, because the guy does like to go to raves.
Okay. So, all right.
By the way, terrible movie. Don't watch it.
So Leicester, they won and drew their last game. Leicester actually look fairly decent. Even after letting go Brendan Rodgers. But Everton are just. I mean, we can go. I mean, we do this every other.
Let's just look at the remaining matches for Everton.
Okay.
Because this is
Everton
going to
has-
be gut-wrenching for you, but maybe fun for the rest of us.
So Leicester. So the game we're recording this before the Leicester match. Which is happening.
Which is why there's still hope, and that's why you haven't done all this. That's why there's not tears on my jacket when you put it on.
But Everton are playing Leicester, Brighton, Man City. That's obviously lock for 3 points. Wolves, and then Bournemouth. So
Bournemouth looking better. Wolves, Lopetegui's got them playing.
they're playing well. They lost.
They got
They got
spanked on
They got
smacked the other day. But they look like they're gonna stay up. Is it impossible to say? Look, I think
You've got to beat Leicester to have any shot, because Brighton City.
I think 6 points could possibly get them for like 17th. I think 6 points if they can get, because the other teams are pretty bad. But 6 points might do it.
The only thing that you might have on your side is Bournemouth, the last game of the season, has nothing to play for. They're already saved.
Right, man. So look,
What's the rest of Leicester's season?
let's look at it. Leicester.
The thing is, too, Christian, with Everton, like you're playing some teams that are also in this relegation battle with you. So like these 6 pointers are
Right.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like 12 pointers.
Yeah.
So Leicester have obviously Everton, Fulham, Liverpool.
By the way, you guys
Newcastle.
don't know this if you're not watching, but there's like a little box on the side that gives you some little data for the next match. It gives you 3 things, and it tells you which one of the two have it. So table position, Leicester win 18th versus you at 19th. Goals per match, Leicester winning at 1.3, you at 0.8. But don't stop there, because you win one of these, which is goals conceded per match, bro.
Wow. all
You're
right.
at 1.7, you're at 1.5. You feel me?
All right. So, I mean, look, you put your bets in.
You know?
The odds makers are already.
Everybody giving up more than one goal, but not as many that
It's
more
just,
than
look,
one goal.
this game, the game against Leicester is away. Everton have been, they've only won one game away. And at home, they look like they're away as well. They look really, really
Now,
bad.
remind everyone when your big shiny new stadium opens.
It's supposed to be sometime next year. I
Imagine
imagine
they'll
that,
delay it if you're in the championship.
maybe, right? Yeah, because it would just be, they won't be able to turn the lights on, I think.
Yeah, they're like, yo, let's just keep the vibe. Let's keep these vibes here in Goodison, where we might knock it down.
It won't be the same when Leighton Orient's coming in to open the new stadium.
It's going to be lovely. I keep saying, I'm
Yeah,
like,
dude, Derby County.
Derby County. When Wrexham gets up, bro, I can't wait to see them in a nice League One matchup. This is a even Nottingham Forest. I mean, their remaining matches. They have Southampton, which is a big one.
Playing really well.
Yeah, Nottingham Forest look much better.
No, Southampton.
Oh,
Southampton looking good. Come on, they drew against us.
they done.
They played pretty well against Brentford until the last minute.
They have Chelsea, Arsenal, Crystal
Chelsea
Palace.
are in the relegation zone.
Yeah, that's okay. We should look at the table because they're
in
not
12th
far.
right now. No.
They're
Dude,
not-
39
Everyone,
points.
okay, can I be honest? Everyone who also is a Chelsea fan with me has been telling me I'm crazy. I'm legitimately worried that we're going to get dragged into this relegation scrap. Chelsea is not going to win again for the rest of the season. I promise. They're just not. They're maybe going to get 2 points, and that's all I'm like counting on.
Unreal.
Dude, their form in the last 5
So
matches
bad,
is
Alexis.
3 losses and a draw.
They've been hard.
They've got 1 point from the last possible
Go even
15.
further than that. It's terrible. It's way worse.
just Mike is just falling apart. Dude.
Damn, he's getting older by the conversation, bro. Boomer over here, bro.
They haven't won in 5 games in all competitions because apart from those 3 Premier League games, they lost to Real twice in the Champions League.
Right.
So they're in worse form than that.
Jeez.
Yeah, we talked about Chelsea all season, but there was a quote from Jurgen Klopp that was going around now where he said that he basically said like, I'm happy. I'm very much paraphrasing, but he's like, I'm glad that's happening to Chelsea because it shows that you can't just bring in the top players and have a strong team.
Insufferable.
Yeah. Mikhail
telling
Mudryk, top players.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, it's all up for debate or whatever. But look, they spent the money, which is what a lot of fans want, and clearly it's more than simply just opening up your wallet.
They threw away money. They didn't spend it.
Okay. I wonder for Everton. I think the more frustrating thing is that we just did this. We just did this. Literally,
You just survived. But the guy who helped you survive, Frank Lampard, is now ruining Chelsea.
He is. Literally.
I feel bad for. Do you feel bad for Frank?
Is he the worst manager in recent memory in the Premier League?
Yes.
I think so too.
It feels like you know what I hate that like Bob Bradley essentially had the same record that Frank Lampard has. You know what I mean? Like in the Premier League.
But he's American. God forbid.
Exactly. There is a
Also, he looking dusty in MLS right now too. So.
they beat NYCFC.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just
it's on
wild.
the road. NYCFC don't win on the road.
But I feel for Frank a little bit. I don't know if it's.
I don't.
Look, I think Everton was a poor situation, and I think Chelsea is arguably not a worse situation, but at least there was it seemed like there was chemistry
Why
amongst
you
the
listening
Everton.
to James Corden on who to hire? What are we talking
What did James
about?
Corden say?
James Corden was the one who told Bowley to get Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
Get out of here!
Yeah, bro.
Look at that.
Dusty ass
Honestly,
late night
a lot
host.
of this
He
has
has
to-
one of the most popular late night shows.
He left. It's done.
He got offered $50 million to stay, and he said no.
He ruined that, and now he's ruining Chelsea. 50 million?
$50 million, bro. He got the Dave Chappelle offer. Corden went to
Damn.
Africa.
He's
to
in South Africa right
clear
now,
his
bro.
mind.
He's over in
Bro.
Tanzania. Like, do I want the 50 million?
Damn.
Corden said that he wanted to his kids were at an age where he didn't want to keep forcing them to stay in America, and so he just really wanted to go back home
You forcing them to stay in America.
because they were in school. They were at a certain
When
age.
you were young, and maybe this is a Latin versus rich British thing, but did you have an option on where you went?
Not at
if
all.
you went to visit a family member and you told your mom, I'm bored, I want to go home, what did you hear?
usually chancla.
Yeah. The sound of a hand hitting your face and tell them, stop crying and don't embarrass me.
So we'll see. Look, I still feel for them. I feel for Frank. I mean, for
Can
him
I
to,
remind you that Chelsea has won every single trophy a professional football club in England can win?
I don't feel bad for Chelsea. I feel bad for Frank Lampard, especially
Why?
given that he was the Everton manager.
Say no when someone says be manager. No, I'm bad
But
at
it's
it.
his own fault. He's so bad. That's what I was going to say. He's so bad.
But it doesn't matter who's been the manager at Chelsea. Why focus on Frank? They've all been bad.
But he's also bad. He's bad at the job.
I agree that he is
so then
bad.
why say yes? Why ruin the club you love?
I don't know, bro.
Say no, get
Well, he was
somebody else.
bad at Everton too. I'm not even just holding Chelsea against him.
Sure.
He's trying to get 2 teams relegated this season.
Yeah.
So.
If someone says hey man, can you paint my car? Are you good at painting cars?
I'm not great at it. no.
Okay, so would you do it?
I mean, depend on how much money they offer.
I was going to say.
Do you like them? I hate him and that car. So I'm going to say yes. I know I'm not good at it, so I'm going to say, you know what? You might want to hire a professional. Not Frank. He's like, well, let me go get some spray paint at the store and see what I can cook up.
I mean, look, especially for Frank Lampard, he has a sign up in Stamford Bridge. You
They're
wouldn't.
taking that sign down as we speak.
Like
When this man started, they say, love you now, love you then, love you forever. I got a feeling the vibes would change if they get relegated.
I agree with that. But look, he was bad at Everton, but Everton also had a lot of executive problems. They have the old guard that are still making decisions. And it feels like Chelsea.
To show you how bad the decision making is, they had us come out and film a documentary. They're all screwy.
But you could also say similar things about Chelsea, that Todd Bowley and the decisions he's made from the higher ups are also causing a little bit of a dysfunction, some disarray with the club. And as the manager, you can only do so much.
Look, don't listen to your fans on who to hire.
Who do you listen to then? Who are you supposed to listen to?
Two people not to, fans and James Corden.
We did a reel,
No.
but there was a reel we put out on YouTube about this. The two
Yes.
people you don't hire.
Right.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. And this is all your fault. Todd Bowley's like, I'll be the director of football.
Dude, Todd
What
Bowley
you know about directing or footballing?
Todd Bowley hasn't been to Dodger Stadium in like 10 years. Why doesn't he just do the same thing, bro? Just leave us alone. Put some smart people
Oh,
in
no,
place.
you got your own James Dolan.
Dude, legit.
Oh, wow. No disrespect to James. I'd love to come out to a playoff game.
I was
Also,
in the Garden
love your
yesterday,
blues
bro.
band, dude. Oh, my God. Miss it.
Also, Miguelito was at the game.
Yeah,
at the
bro,
Knicks
be
game.
careful. He's
You went
gonna
to the
come
Knicks
up-
game?
I did go yesterday. As a Heat fan, though.
As
You
a
weren't
Heat fan.
here.
Ugh.
You weren't here when I was with Goss.
Ugh.
Goss was getting
Knicks in 6, dude.
hot after yesterday, bro. They were bad.
Jimmy Butler,
They were
dude.
the fourth quarter was like I don't
Jimmy
know
Ju-
what happened to the Knicks.
Jalen Brunson, that's what happened, bro. You need to find that scoring touch, my G.
he was great. He was good. The other three quarters,
He got benched, bro.
he was all right. RJ Barrett made some weird decisions too.
Obi Toppin can't shoot. That guy needs to stop shooting threes.
He's actually not. They were all cold. He's not a bad shooter. Shut up.
Welcome to Basketball Illuminati. folks.
Yeah. Yo, I'm shutting your mic. I have the power to shut your mic off. Don't be talking no Heat fan.
Yeah, I'm
out
talking
here.
too much. I'm sorry.
I'll just shut it off. Yo, I shut your mic off, bro. They can't hear you.
Couple other quick things. Want to give a shout out to the Watt family, JJ Watt and
The what?
JJ and Keelia Watt are now, I guess, investors, part owners of Burnley Football Club.
Also owned by Americans. It's owned by an American investment company.
Right.
Yeah.
So they got involved, and my
I
man.
think this is part of that celebrity sweetheart deal where if the club fails, you don't lose any money. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. I
know
want
what
to get.
I'm
I want to
talking
get on.
about.
I'm a celebrity. I want to get on this
you
deal.
heard that there was a very famous player we heard talking about this.
Oh yes. I now know.
Come on. Yeah. They got some sweetheart
We're
deals.
gonna get very, very much in trouble.
We can't reveal what we know, but trust me, we know. You feel me?
Literally, IRS agents walking through the door. You're like, hey, enough of this.
Yeah. Shut it all down. Take the cameras.
But this is pretty dope. JJ bringing his big shoulders out to Burnley. I was talking to Mike about this before, but Kaylee Watt, I haven't heard if she is done playing or not, but she obviously, JJ and her had a child, and I don't know if she's coming back to playing in NWSL. She was playing with the Red Stars.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I don't know. I hope it'd be cool if she came back, but we shall see.
But the positive is look how much of a soccer fan she made him.
That's right.
Man, he owns a club now.
Look at that. And he's and I think he was someone that was interested in buying either an NWSL club or an MLS club. I think he's been interested in this for a long time, especially now that he's retired. He's getting into the footy business. So the other NWSL news I wanted to bring up was Melanie Barcenas. She's the San Diego Waves' newest player. She
Young girl, 15 years old.
15 years old.
Makes her debut.
Youngest player to ever play in NWSL. She got her debut just the other night. And the interesting thing here is, and we have to talk about some of the responses, some of the comments.
While you pull this up, I do want to remind people that when the team was announced, she gave a speech.
Right.
She was like a superstar kid, someone who they looked at already as important to the club and the future of the club. So she gave a little bit of a speech. She took her COVID mask off. She gave a whole talk. And now she gets to play for the club, which is amazing, right? And you think everyone's going to just love this great story.
What an amazing story.
Yeah, what's
right?
there to be upset about?
The weirdest ones, there's a lot of comments about this.
I'm going to say white moms.
Alexis. Wow, you really nailed on the head, buddy.
I'm gonna take a shot and say a bunch of Karens have something to do with it. Something to complain about.
If you look at through any of the posts about this, a lot of the comments are like, "Oh my goodness, how can they allow this?"
Yeah, who will let this little girl play.
There's a lot of that. It's
Yeah.
and it's very
People sipping large pink Starbucks containers have a lot of complaints.
It's such a wild thing, and I guess maybe because I've been watching soccer for so long,
Right.
that we all experienced the Freddie Adu story. We see this in everywhere. Premier League. Wayne Rooney was 15 or 16 when he got his first start.
Scoring
16
against Arsenal.
Right. So we hear this all the time. This is a common story. Alexis still mad at 16-year-old Wayne Rooney. He's like,
I was so upset when Mike laughed. I'll shut your mic off again.
I was gonna say,
I will shut this mic off again,
He's like,
Mike.
do not dare mention that 16-year-old's name again.
Dusty ass Heat fan. I hope Chelsea get relegated now, bro.
So a lot of the comments were either how could they allow this? Why would a 15-year-old be playing professional soccer?
One person in particular being like, it's a publicity stunt. Where they even find a 15-year-old girl? As if there's not academies.
And then there was other strange ones that were essentially like, she's 15. She'll never be 15 again. She should wait till she's older to play professionally. Your life is not all about work. Things like that. I'm like, the likelihood of becoming a professional athlete is
She's
so
not an office manager for some shitty company like you are.
She's not like,
Where the only joy you have is listening to the person in the other cubicle talk about their failed marriage, so you feel better about your failed marriage.
She's not like,
this is a professional athlete. What do you know about this? You know nothing about this. What you know is about Lunchables. This isn't your situation. You have to go to meetings in Kenosha, Wisconsin. She's playing for a professional team. You fly coach and use your laptop the entire time. What do you know about being 15 and getting your chance to be a superstar?
Is that a faux pas? I can't use my laptop and coach? What's going on?
You know what I'm saying?
What am I doing?
She's kicking her feet up on a charter flight, which I don't think they fly.
Is it
charter.
me? Has it been me? But no.
You're worried about the QED report. She's worried about what actual journalists are saying about her.
She's not like Mondays. Am I right?
Bro, she's not typing into Instagram hugging a live, laugh, love throw pillow.
It was remarkable. Some of these comments, like we can't do anything but applaud this young lady to make it as a professional at that age is almost impossible, and she should be nothing but applaud. It's not like she's not going to school.
What percentage of people ever make it as a professional? This is a 15-year-old who figured it out, and you're like, you'll only be 15 once. You were only 15 once, and what did you do? Get fingered under the bleachers? You did nothing at that age.
That's right.
You went to a school dance? This one's out here losing professional games.
Okay. More than
They
you
didn't
can
win.
ever
They didn't
say.
win.
They
If
didn't
she would
win.
have won the speech, would have been a little better.
But no, still absolutely remarkable. So I look, any hate.
You and some other person got their braces stuck together kissing for the first time, and that's a memory. But this person can't go out there and play professionally?
Yeah.
Maybe change their family's fortunes?
Haters. That's all
So
it is.
ridiculous. Why? Because, I gotta get my science project in. Shut up, nerd.
Okay. Look, at the very least, this is great on-field experience.
Yes.
So much better than most internships you're going to get.
Bro, you know what I would? Please let us know if you believe that she shouldn't have played because she's only 15. Let us know where you live so she can show up and nutmeg you, bro.
But no, sorry, like...
Oh, you're making rice pilaf for one.
It's just it highlights just kind of the absurd double standard because again, this happens for men and boys, young men all the time. If the saying in soccer is if you're good enough, you're old enough, right?
Right.
So, but for it to happen in the women's game is such a huge step forward in quality, especially for happening for American players. It's the future of like this game, and for it to be for the sport to be taken seriously. There's going to be young players that absolutely excel, and they have to be rewarded for that effort. She's probably been playing soccer at a high levels for like probably the last like 6-7 years, and was probably playing since she was like 4 or 5 years old. Like,
Bro,
this
these
is her
are-
life.
yeah,
This
these
is
are
the
just
life
trolls.
she's chosen.
These are people, none of them ever watched NWSL or cared about NWSL
Of
before
course,
this
yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
No, somebody shared this. There's
Yeah,
a
they're
lot
going
of
on
likes
Tucker
on it.
Carlson.
Olivia Moultrie at Portland. Like, we're gonna see this story more and more, and this sort of outrage shouldn't happen just for the girls. You know what I mean? If you were consistent and we're like,
Yeah.
Freddie Adu should not be whatever.
Yeah. Well, the outrage shouldn't happen at all.
I
It's so
agree.
stupid.
Yeah, it's very, very dumb. But again, congrats to her on her debut, Melanie Barcenas. So, all right, let's wrap there. Anything else before we go?
No, happy birthday, buddy.
For our birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Oh, wait, you know what? We have to celebrate with the Coors Light that's in front of us.
Absolutely, because listen, I love to chill. You know, someone says, Alexis, what do you love? I said, my wife. What about something else? I go, oh, chill.
Chilling. Yeah. I forgot to.
And they go, what about something else? I go, oh, I forgot to say my wife. They're like, no, you did that already. I'm like, oh, I was just thinking about chilling so much that I forgot.
That's right. So look, we say this all the time. Obviously, when when it's chill enough and when you're chill enough is when you see those blue mountains.
Bro, my
right there
wife
on the
knows
can.
I'm chill enough because I kick my feet up on the couch and she's like, why are you wearing your underwear? We're going to have guests, you know? And how I know my beer is chill enough is because the little mountains turn blue. The can is literally made to chill and the beer is made to chill. So why would you get anything else besides a cold, crisp, refreshing Coors Light? It's mountain cold refreshment made to chill.
Let's go. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged. All right. When you choose to chill, pair your plans with an ice cold Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Drizzly or Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/Cooligans.
That's CoorsLight.com/Cooligans. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
All right, everybody. Yes, it is. That's it. This is the birthday special. I hope you enjoyed it. We sure did. I got to wear Alexis's Inspector Gadget coat.
Mike, bring me his jacket.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go.
come on. No, this is unfair. You
Yeah,
don't get to just
go
wear
for
it.
it. Please don't destroy it.
No, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna I'm gonna rip the sleeves off of it.
There we go. Okay, I got you wearing my North Face vest.
You've had this vest for a hot minute,
Maybe like 2 years.
bro. Fits
Okay.
perfectly fine.
Can I tell you something about this? Interesting about this vest?
Did your baby vomit on it?
No, I didn't vomit on it. But I got this vest, and I saw this vest at a North Face outlet, and I loved it. And they didn't have my size. But then the one thing I noticed was, do you notice that the buttons are not where they usually are?
No.
You
What are you
notice?
trying to say?
The button. This is a women's jacket. I couldn't find
By
it.
the way, everyone listening goes, yeah.
It was only in the women's section. They didn't have a men's version, so the buttons are on the opposite side.
For someone who's so cold, I can't believe you have a jacket with no arms.
No, it's not cold. It's
No, you're
it's
like
spring,
you're
basically.
often cold. When we used to have to share hotel rooms, remember I put my pants on one time? You would always, whenever I did anything, if I blinked, it would be him like tap, 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 making it hotter in the room. It was the worst.
Okay. Well, I mean, I wear sweaters, so I'm all
Yeah.
good. But
Kid wore a full sweatband. He looked like a road man going to bed.
but you looked great in a women's jacket, Alexis.
Bro.
Happy for you,
Thank
buddy.
you. And you look great in an absolutely massive overcoat.
Okay. We're both looking good at 23 years old.
100%, bro.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, my name is Christian Polanco.
I am Christian Polanco as well. I've worn the coat.
We'll see you in a couple of days, everybody. Peace.
Love you guys.